Today, we're taking a look at 10 of the best cases for the Samsung Galaxy S22. Let's kick things off with one of my favourite official Samsung cases, the strap case. This is something we've previously seen on the Samsung Z Flip 3 and more recently on the A53. Now, if you're not a fan of the strap, Samsung also has a silicone case without it on. However, the strap is my favourite thing about this case. This case is available in white with the green strap and blue with this bright orange strap. I think they both look fantastic. It's definitely not for everyone, as it is quite in your face, so probably won't look quite right with a suit. However, I do think that's part of the charm. The silicone part of the case is nice. It feels smooth and grippy, but not to the point that it's going to turn your jeans pocket inside out when you're trying to answer the phone. Although, as with all silicone cases, lint does seem to get stuck to it. Then on the back, we have this big strap with a metal loop on the end. In theory, you could attach this loop to your jeans or bag with a clip, or you could even put a lanyard on it or a wrist strap for extra security. However, I doubt that anyone's going to be doing this. What I found useful is that you can slide your hand through the strap. This gives you a little bit more security as the phone is essentially attached to you. Perfect, as the S22 is a pretty big phone, especially if you've got smaller hands. The only downside to this case is the buttons, although not awful, are just made from the silicone, which makes pressing them a little less satisfying than say if they were made out of plastic. The next case is for people that need some serious protection, the Otterbox Defender case. Firstly, you actually need to install the case on the phone. To do this, peel off the rubber outer part of the case. This will expose the plastic housing, which you'll now need to split in half. If you turn the housing over, you'll be able to see arrows pointing to each of the clips. Unclip all of these and then the housing will split in half. Now, you can put your phone in the back half of the housing and reverse the process to completely install the case. This whole process gives you pretty big confidence that your phone is safely in the case and won't be going anywhere. It also gives you a massive lip around the screen, so some great screen protection. What actually surprises me is that the buttons do feel pretty good. They're not as clicky as some other cases, but considering the size of this case, they definitely don't feel bad. Around the bottom of the phone, you can see that the USB-C port has been covered up to prevent any dust or debris from entering and causing issues. All this points to it being a great case for builders, especially when paired with the belt clip. You can clip the phone in either way, but putting the screen facing inwards will help protect it against knocks. However, as the belt clip doubles as a kickstand, you can also put it in the other way and catch up on your YouTube videos on your break. Although this is a pretty large case, you can actually still wirelessly charge your phone. So, this case gives fantastic protection with minimal downsides, other than the fact it does make the phone a little bit bulky. The next case we have is pretty similar to the Otterbox Defender case. It's the Zizo Bolt. Now, if you've seen this case, you'll know it's a bit of a do-it-all. For a start, it comes with a belt clip, just like the Otterbox. But then added to this, it has two built-in kickstands, one for the phone case and one for the belt loop. Then, it also comes with a glass screen protector and a lanyard that you can attach to the case. So, just like the Otterbox, I see builders using this case. However, it just feels that little bit bigger and a bit more cumbersome. So, if it were up to me, I'd probably choose the Otterbox case over the Zizo Bolt. Next up, we have Ghostek's Covert case, a clear case that offers some serious drop protection. As you can see from the corners, there's an added absorption layer. This should help when transferring the shock around the phone rather than through it, and therefore shouldn't shatter the glass on the front and back of your S22. The case is a little bit bigger than most clear back cases because of the added protection, but the buttons do not suffer because of this. Thanks to slits on either side of the buttons, they're still nice and clicky, so no complaints there. Next up, we have UAG's Pathfinder case. Now, if you're not familiar with UAG cases, where have you been? They make some of the toughest looking and most protective cases around. I really like the design, however it's definitely not for everyone. The one we have here is in all black and looks really stealthy. The back of the case is made from hard but slightly flexible plastic. It feels a little more premium than the plastic on the Ghostek case. Around the corners and buttons are softer rubber material. This means the buttons are nice and flexible and still incredibly clicky. The corners of the case are a little bit thicker. This should help when you drop your phone in the case as they will absorb more. The lip on the front will easily protect the screen from scratches and drops. However, it's probably a good idea to grab a screen protector as well. Although the back of the phone looks like it would rock around on a flat surface, UAG have been clever and made sure all the bumps stick out the same, so it actually sits nice and flat. You can also see on the back there's a central place to attach a lanyard or wrist strap. This is perfect if you're someone who drops their phone all the time. At least you'll have an extra anchor to your body. The next case we have is another one from Samsung, the protective stand case. First off, I have to say I do like the look of it. It has a clear back with a tint of blue, and then around the edges is a solid blue rubber, which is nice and grippy thanks to the grooves that are on it. The buttons are clicky, but they're just made from the same material, so nothing too special there. Each side has a part that you can add a wrist strap to. Handy if you're left-handed, as most cases only have it on the right-hand side. The main reason you would get this phone case is the kickstands on the back. There are two of them, so you can prop your phone up in different angles, which is nice I suppose. You can also remove them completely and change the colours. In the box, ours came with this pale grey colour. Around the front, there's a nice lip to protect the screen, but nothing too special. Overall, a decent case, but it does feel slightly plasticky. I would have loved for the stand and hinge to feel a little bit more solid, even if it meant giving up on changing the colours. Next up, let's talk about a fan favourite, the Spigen rugged armour case. It's a lovely thin case which goes on and off the phone with ease. The buttons are lovely and clicky, and it also feels very nice in the hands. The matte texture is accompanied by these glossy strips of fake carbon, and it looks really good in my opinion. I will say that it's not the most protective case from Spigen though, as it's meant to be thinner. That means there's only a small lip, and only a good amount of protection. Probably not worth getting if you drop your phone quite often. Next up, we have this very nice looking Kate Spade case. It's a hard plastic case which does seem to give your phone good protection. It's fairly thick and will take a good drop because of this. It also has a decent lip around the screen, so you'll have no issues placing your phone face down on a table. The buttons are a little muted feeling, so they're less responsive than some of the other cases we've looked at today. However, the case does look very nice. These flowers on the back have slightly raised centers, which does give it a nice little bumpy feeling on the back. I also like that you're still able to see the colour of the phone you purchased, as it's a nice clear case. Next up, we have Araree's Mustang diary wallet in ash blue. Straight away, I can say I really like the colour of this case. I would describe it more of a turquoise, not an ash blue though. Flipping open the wallet case, you have 3 places to store your cards, and also a place that you can fit some cash in as well. But if you fill these up, it will stop it closing slightly. The phone fits into a plastic housing, but it has cutouts for the buttons, which means they feel just the same as if you didn't have a case on. It does feel like it will protect your phone well, and also feels premium in the hands. Like most flip cases though, it does add a little bulk. Nothing that you should be worried about though. Last up, we have another big protective case, similar to the Zizo and Otterbox. This time it's the Supcase Unicorn Beetle Pro. I know, weird name. Straight away, you can see that this has a rugged look to it, similar to the Zizo Bolt. It also features a kickstand on the case, but it does feel a little bit more premium in my opinion. It also doubles as a ring holder thanks to the design, and will hold the phone in landscape or portrait mode. Around the front, you can see it has a serious lip to protect the screen. I really think that's the whole idea with this case. It's supposed to be as protective as possible, and it does a good job there. So there you go, 10 of the best cases you can get for the S22. Let us know in the comments below your favourite, and to purchase any of these, head to the links in the description. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.